Recording is on.
There we go.
Awesome. So, good evening, everybody. I am so glad you are all here for the dedication of Noah Aedes Iani, which means the new Temple of Janus, which is a recognized Witan Shrine in the Correllian tradition, and which is also a multi-faith organization. This means a lot to me that all of you are here. I know I've said it, but I just want to say it again. You all are very special, and I'm really glad that everybody could make it today. But before we can dedicate Noah Aedes Iani, we need to build it. As Janus is the god of the liminal spaces, this must be a joint effort between all of us because he exists in the in-between. So this will take a lot of mental work on our part to raise it up. So let us close our eyes and take a few deep breaths in and out. And let yourself relax. Take another deep breath and relax further. And then extend your astral senses towards the hill of Janus, or the Aniculum in Rome. And then see yourself walking towards it, towards the top. And to get to the top of this hill, we need to walk together on one or several of the 3 possible paths towards its summit. It's an easy walk, a steady incline towards the top of the Aniculum. The path is well worn, and it's a sugar loaf hill, meaning it's quite long and flat at the top instead of being rounded off. You might feel a pleasantness in the air here, a quiet, purposeful, celebratory intention.
The temple is a sturdy, rectangular building which has been painted as night sky black with gold leaf designs aplenty. There is a door at the back of the temple, which from our vantage point we cannot see, and a door at the front which comes into sight as we reach the crest of the hill. However, the first thing you really notice when we come to the top of the hill is not the temple, but the 3-faced statue of Hecate. Its construction is of marble and it's painted in lifelike colors. She wears bright saffron robes and keys hang from the belt she wears. Her 3 faces are angled to look down at each of the 3 paths.
Each side of the grand entryway to the temple is flanked by 2 black marble columns, and the entrance itself is a double-arched door that would swing outward when it opens. Atop the door, you see a triangular lintel, and within the lintel is the strophalos of Hecate. Before the door is a pedestal holding up a bowl and a pitcher of clean water. A chant goes up.
Aqua benedicta sit nobis salus et vita purga carnem purga mentem purga animum.
And each of us now in turn holds the pitcher for another, pouring out endless water to wash each other's hands with. And in turn, the next person holds their hands under the stream as well. And there are towels for washing your face and drying your hands nearby. And we take our time with this, the cleansing of ourselves, the centering of ourselves, before, when we're all finished, our attention returns to those double doors.
Each side of the door has a large keyhole beneath the big rings held in the mouths of 2 snakes that serve as the handles. Your priestesses each bring out a large bronze key, fitting them together into the 2 locks and turning them, one clockwise, the other counterclockwise. The doors are flung open with the cry, Janus!
And within is a single long room. You hear another chant as we walk inside.
Exufinem benedicta, sit nobis salus et vita, purga carnem, purga mentem, purga animum.
To either side of the doors, as you walk in, you see huge censers which create a curtain of smoke. And we walk through them and we are cleansed by this smoke as the chant fades. At the far end of the room is another set of doors, identical to the one which you entered through. And before it is a statue of Janus, seated in a curving backless chair, one face viewing each door. And in the center of the room is a stone block of an altar, carved with the forms of Janus and Hecate, topped with a large bronze bowl for offerings. All around us are large burning oil lamps, bathing everything in their glow. The floor is tiled with mosaics, depictions of the creation of the world, beginning with the world egg. Janus and Hecate first meeting, learning from each other, passing this knowledge down to their children and their people throughout the ages. There are keys and gates and roads depicted in the tiles, a progression of the history of humanity from the earliest of days of multiple species of humans at the near end to the ever moving now at the far end. And what is beyond the now is for Janus to see, not for us. Through the mosaic winds a network of roads connecting various events. And this is the long road of life and of history. Around the altar, though, it forms a perfect circle.
We begin to walk the circle clockwise all together, pacing its circumference. We traverse the long road which has no end.
We traverse the long road which has no end.
That we take from birth until death, but which extends before us and behind us. Around us now it goes as we step beyond the confines of the world that others know.
Around us now it goes as we step beyond the confines of the world that others know.
We all take one step off the road into the space within to stand by the altar. Here, at the center of all things.
Here at the center of all things.
Here at the crossroads. Here at the foresill. Here at the beginning and end. Here at the point of choosing. Here we make our prayers and our magic.
Here we make our prayers and our magic.
Then, while one of us taps out a rhythm on a frame drum, we all turn to face the statue of Janus, who sits in the north, raising our hands and our voices as we chant.
Repeat this line with me. To the north stands the threshold.
To the north stands the threshold.
A door of embodiment, sturdy and strong, defining here from there, and over which all must pass in their first steps onto the long road. Repeat with me. Open is the night door.
Open is
the night door.
And we look eastwards and chant. Say the first line with me. To the east, the shining dawn door yawn.
To the east, the shining dawn.
Open wide through which the sun touches our creative eyes. Thus do we begin, so blessed by God's sight. Blessed are we as windswept voices cry. Open is the dawn door.
Open is the dawn door.
And then we look towards the south and we chant. To the south, the blazing noon door burns.
To the south, the blazing noon door burns.
The door of burning will, Jams and lintel hold fast in the fires. We pass through to gain the flame. Open is the noon door.
Open is the noon door.
Door.
And then towards the west we look, and we chant, to the west stands the dusk door.
To the west
Stands
stands
the
the dusk door.
door.
The door of mystery, which not all can see nor touch, but from it we glean the wisdom of those who've gone before. Open is the dusk door.
Open
Open
is the dusk door.
We face again to the north to view the statue of Janus as we invoke him. Repeat with me. We call upon you
Upon the
of
young
the two faces,
We call upon
upon
Janus of the two faces,
who sees to both ends of time, by whose hand all doors are opened, by whose hand all doors are closed, and who rises a gleam in the darkness. Repeat with me. We open the road and the door to you.
we open the door to you.
And we face the south and the door we came in, through which we can still see the Hecatean statue outside. We invoke her.
We call upon Hecate of the
upon
three
the
forms,
three forms.
We call upon
Hecate of the three forms,
who sees the result of every decision, under whose eyes every choice is made, under whose eye every road is traveled, and who walks through the three realms. We open the road and the door to you.
We open
We
the
open
road.
the door to you.
We face the altar at the center of the circle now to invoke the ancestors and call out. We call upon the Ianian ancestors,
We call upon the ancestors,
those who have worshipped him down the ages, openers and closers of doors and years, those who began events and those who ended them, and those who let others in when asked. We open the road and the door to you.
We
open
the road and the
door
door
to you.
to you.
We call upon the Hecatean ancestors,
We call upon
The
the
ancestors,
those who have worshipped her down the ages, witches and priestesses, dogs and snakes, those who came to the crossroads and asked, and those who made their choices and walked on. We open the road and the door to you.
We
open the road and the door to you.
We call upon the ancestors of the temple,
We call
upon
upon
the temple,
those who moved us along this road, those who opened the door for us, that this temple might come to be, so that we might do the same for others. We open the road and the door to you.
we open
open
the road
and
and the door to you.
you.
And now you may slowly open your eyes. Slowly, we are still here inside of this temple, this holy space. And now, having invoked these holy powers, we can begin the dedication of this space. Mighty Janus, wise Hecate, we have built this astral space and temple for you in your names and in your honor. Here, we will celebrate your rites and discover your mystery. Here, we will open doors and stand at crossroads. Here, we will begin new ventures and make our choices. Here, we will worship you.
At the altar we have dedicated to both of you, we make our first offerings. Though they are not full plates from a great bountiful feast, we know you understand the winter is hard on most people. We know you value the spirit in which an offering is made more than what is offered. To you we offer a libation of the fruit of the vine. Red wine, let it flow in abundance for those who partake of it wisely, but grape juice too is delicious in its own right for those who do not sip alcohol.
To you, we offer a dollop of gold and honey, the work of many bees. Let it flow from the hive and bring sweetness to all who partake of it.
To you we offer good bread, made from the grains of the field. May such bread and other victuals feed the bodies and the souls of all the people.
And you can leave these offerings for them wherever you think is right in your individual spaces when we have finished tonight. Hecate likes three-way crossroads. That is her sacred space. And now that we have built and dedicated this holy space, this temple, we may hold what is known as the Calendae Januarius, beginning of the new month and the new year. We must close the door on the old month and year and open the door to the opportunities and beginnings of the new.
For 266 days, for 12 months, we have held open the door to let 2020 come through. For 31 days, we have held open the door to let December come through. Now it is time to close the door on both 2020 and December. Let the old, which we have no use for, pass out of this temple and our lives, while we retain the old that we cherish. The door is closed.
We open the door now to the new month and to the new year. Welcome in 2021. Welcome in January. We open the road and the door to you. Come in that we may know you. Come in that we may find new opportunities in your days and nights.
Here are 12 seeds for the 12 months to come. Let each seed sprout a new opportunity, a new venture, a new day for each of us here gathered and for each who hears my words. Janus, bless them. Hecate, bless them. Let us all see the light, blessing that enters them. These 12 seeds I will seal into a seed bomb with earth and nourishment that they may be distributed in barren places, bringing new growth, new grasses and flowers. Come on.
Recording is on.
There we go.
So now we have all come back from our successful readings with myself and Rebecca. And we are ready to close out for the evening. And I want to thank each and every one of you for being here again. This is very special to me. This means the world to me. I have wanted forever to start a temple of my own, and I'm starting at the bottom with a Witan Shrine, but this is still a temple. This is still the house of Janus and Hecate. And so I thank Rebecca Lynn for being my cohort in these matters and for sitting with me, agonizing for hours and months. And it feels like months, but it really has only been like a month and a half that we had this little brain.
And years and years.
Oh, yeah. Say what? What'd you say? What's
He
that?
said years and years in this last one.
Years. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so thank you, all of you. You guys are the world. Are we ready to close out for now? And we can come back next month. We're gonna have I guess an announcement before we close. We're gonna have the Calendae each month near the first of the month. So I'll make a Facebook page and we'll have the whole thing listed. Corey, you're my herald. You're gonna help me with that. Don't worry about it, honey. All you got to do is just say, "Hey,
Sorry. I'm sorry.
What? You're sorry? Oh, you're gonna pay for that. Anyway, why? Because he's sorry that Corey is my herald. It was a
Oh,
joke.
that's mean.
Mom's a nerd.
It was a joke. He's allowed.
I know he
knows.
is. I know he is. I
Yeah.
know Jason from Casual Correllian Fridays. So.
Yeah, he's allowed. He's allowed to joke at my expense. He just has to stop when I say, "Okay, that's enough."
That's right.
And vice versa. And vice versa.
That's
exactly. Yeah, that is our social contract. But anyway, I digress yet again. course. That's me. Okay, so
Behind you.
what now?
The squirrel's behind you.
The squirrel is not behind me. The squirrel isn't even in my house anymore. He ran away. Stop distracting me, darn it, mister. Okay,
Okay, real quick.
yes, go ahead.
The phrase that looks like salve et vale is pronounced salve et vale.
Oh, yes, that's part of our closing. It means hail and farewell in Latin. Salve et vale. Okay. It's kind of weird, but it's okay.
Sorry
Okay,
to.
so it's okay. If I can concentrate. Be joyful and merry. Be filled with hope for the future. And be filled with wisdom for your decisions to be made. For you to set out to a new month and a new year, a new adventure. May Janus bless all your efforts, and Hecate bless all your choices in this new month and beyond.
We give thanks
We give
We
thanks
give thanks.
We give thanks
to the ancestors of the temple, to the Hecatean ancestors, to the Ianian ancestors. You have witnessed and taken part in our rites. Go now in peace and love. Salve et vale, hail and farewell.
hail.
Salve et vale, hail and farewell. We give thanks to Janus and Hecate.
We give
You have
thanks.
we give thanks to Janus and Hecate.
Hecate.
You have blessed us with your presence in these rites. Please continue to bless us as we go forth into the world again. Guide us and care for us as we open new doors and make fresh choices. Salve et vale, hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
In the west, the door of mystery stands,
In
In
the
the
west.
west,
Yes,
the door of mystery stands.
stands.
waiting ever for us to find new things within. But for now, we close that door. Salve et vale, hail and farewell.
Salve
Salve et vale,
hail
hail and farewell.
In the south, the door of will stands,
In the south,
In the south, the door of will stands.
where burns the flame of our focus and power. But for now, we close that door. Salve et vale, hail and farewell.
Salve et vale, hail and farewell. In the east, the door of the sun stands,
in the east, the door of the sun stands,
through which ever streams the light of inspiration. But for now, we close that door. Salve et vale, hail and farewell.
Salve
farewell.
In the north, the door of beginnings stands,
in the north, the door
stands.
through which the new day creeps every night. But for now, we close that door. Salve et vale, hail and farewell.
Salve et vale,
Hail and farewell.
Now our holy rites are finished.
now,
Now
our
our
holy
holy
rites
rites are finished.
Now our sacred work is done. It is time to re-enter the mundane world, to return once more to the course of time. Let us step back from the center of all things,
let us step
Let us
back
get back
from
to
the
the
center
center
of
of
all
all
things,
things.
back onto the long road that encircles us.
back
Back
onto
to
the
long
road
road
that
encircles us.
And so, in your mind's eye, we step onto it to see us there, processing counterclockwise and on to the other paths, streaming together towards the open door behind the statue of Janus. The door through which we originally entered is already closed. As we leave the Temple of Janus, we feel again mundane life surrounding us, but we return to it renewed and energized, ready for the new month and the new year. Io Janus!
Io
Io Hecate!
Hecate.
Thank you, all of you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.